The beginning of the work week, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the American League Central, the Tribe totaled 11 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 2-0. At the moment, the Orioles are in last place.
Tonight's game is just around the corner as we start to wrap up the MLB pregame show. But before we go down to the action, let's take a look at a young player to watch for as we give you the Bowman Prospect Spotlight. Jordan Knodler is in the glow. And we all suspected this day would eventually come when we saw him drafted in the first round a while back. He's made the journey through the minors, and he makes his major league debut in this one.
Well, Matt, making your debut in the show is a very satisfying and exciting experience. You work your entire life to reach this moment, and when you finally do, it can be really overwhelming in a lot of different ways. Not only are you dealing with nerves, but also everything just seems bigger. The stadium, the crowd, the pressure, it's all amplified at this level. As for this guy, there's been a lot of hype around him since before he was even drafted, so I think everyone is excited to see what he looks like against big league competition.
All right, the guys and I will be back to get this one started on the show right after this. Tuesday night baseball now from the home of the Indians, Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Tonight, the first of two in this interleague matchup between the Washington Nationals and the Cleveland Indians. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, guys, everybody should be looking out for that guy in the number 3 spot. He's on pace to hit over 40 long balls this season, so he obviously commands a lot of attention and caution when he steps into the box.
And you can feel the butterflies from up here as this young fella takes the hill for the very first time in a Major League ball game.
Leading off tonight for Washington, center fielder, Trey Turner.
Hey, get ahead. Stay ahead right here. No one out now.
First pitch of the night is over for strike one as we get started right on time at 7:10 p.m. Eric, we take a look at the Tribe as they begin here tonight. They've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
And the thing about baseball is that each new day brings a new opportunity, so we'll see if these guys are up to the task here.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Leaps high as he makes the catch. Well done. A moment now to take a look at the visiting Washington Nationals. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, guys, I think this team really needs Ryan Zimmerman to turn it around. He's still without a stolen base this season, which is baffling. I don't know if it's a coaching issue or if he just needs to be more aggressive when he gets on base, but this team needs him to start taking advantage of his speed.
Hey, we got one.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one. And not a bad night for baseball, and even 70 degrees here at game time.
Here we go, guys. Let's go.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch-out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Wilson Ramos will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, overall, Parker is a solid umpire, but I have seen sometimes when there was some inconsistency calling the corners. As a pitcher, it seems he doesn't always give you the same spot when it's on the black.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals gone in order, and now the Indians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. Bryce Harper will dig in now. One home run shy of 20 for the season so far.
Bryce Harper.
In there at the
Hey,
knees,
all right, here we
strike
go
one.
now.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling
I got it.
Brantley, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Carlos Santana will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ball game. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
First pitch on its way.
That's
Lays
a ball.
off 1-0.
Here we go. Ball one, no strike.
No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
The fastball looks awfully sharp here early on. Sound sharp, too.
Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Line to the right side.
I got it.
And two quick outs here in the second.
And that's actually a lot tougher play than it looks out there in right field. You know, sometimes off of a right-hander's bat, that ball can kind of curl away from you, but he stays right with it to put it away.
Jason Worth will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Hey, you never know. Things might be looking up for this guy. He's hitting over 300 in his last 10 games, even though his season average doesn't look that good.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Ryan Zimmerman leads it off here. Bottom third of the order set to
Plays
go
at one
here
now.
in the third.
Well, he's faced the minimum so far, and obviously it's still early, but they need to get something
got
going
no out.
because you can't let this guy settle in out there.
Sinker to open the AB, and there for strike one. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game, and you want to work the count a little, but those were two pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
And that changeup's not really a pitch you can sit on with 2 strikes. Because if he gives you that fastball, you'll be an hour late on it. That's a great job of not showing that pitch until he was ready to punch him out.
Standing in now, Juan De La Cruz. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike one. Third inning, no score to this point.
Hey, we got one out here.
Swing and a miss, it's 0-2.
Boy, they're just hacking at
Come on,
everything.
fellas, let's go.
I mean, everything.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
Pretty stress-free inning so far. 2 batters, 6 pitches, and 2 strikeouts.
Wilmer Defoe digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Boy, he may strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
Nationals have yet to crack
Here we
the
go,
hit
guys,
column
let's
thus
do it.
far. Drilled to the right side. Oh, look at Kipnis. Got him.
Whew, no problem.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Trey Turner is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle, and the Nationals have their first base hit of the ball game.
Maybe these guys are going to start getting a little more aggressive here early in the count. This is the first pitch of the inning, and he's on base here to kick things off.
Into the box.
Come on, get ahead, let's
Anthony
go.
Rendon. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch
Hey,
this
nobody
time.
away.
Ball, that's
Good
ball.
changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Here it comes, 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1.
1 ball,
No
1
runs,
strike.
just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Nationals.
Steal!
Runner goes for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
We've already seen the ball's not really traveling all that well here tonight, so both these managers might start thinking, we got to shake it up a little here offensively. So they turn him loose here, and he's into scoring position with the stolen base.
Skied into straightaway right. Chisenhall sprinting after
I got it. Ball,
He makes
ball.
the catch, and the runner from
Relay!
second will tag and
Relay!
hit for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
And this fly ball will work almost like a sacrifice here, as that'll move the guy up to third now with 1 out. Now, if they could just get another fly ball identical to that one, they'll be able to get themselves a run.
Wilson Ramos is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
And this is a big-time strikeout situation right here, so they're going to be shooting for the same result, no doubt about it.
Here we go now. Let's go.
Shot on the ground is short, and that's through into left, a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Well, with 1 out and the infield back, he knows he can pick up the RBI with just a simple ground ball. But he winds up with more than that, as this is going to find a hole for an RBI single.
Here's Bryce Harper now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
1 down, 1 down.
Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Tap fouled at home plate. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2.
Let's turn it. Come on now.
Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Is that really the spot you want to be messing with here?
It shouldn't be. That's a danger zone if you ask me.
A runner on first with 2
down
away.
here.
And he falls behind 0-2. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. I mean, that couldn't have been an easy take.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 2 hits in the inning lead to a run for the Nationals. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Nationals on top, 1-0. Jason Worth will step in to start things for the Nationals. He'll be followed by Ryan Zimmerman waiting on deck. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
And here's that sequence once again right here on Showtrack. Now, normally this is a guy that you might want to nibble with, but he was all business here in this at-bat. Each one of these pitches finds the strike zone, and they're able to set him down quickly to lead off the inning.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. As with 1 away, he won't catch up with the fastball, and it's 0-1. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2.
Hey, we got 1 out here.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Second strikeout for him here in the inning. Make that 9 now in the ball game. And he is just carving these guys up right now.
Into the box now, Juan De La Cruz. As he looks at a
come on now,
fastball
let's
that's
go.
in there for strike 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Wilmer Defoe
Hey, no one
will
down
stand
here.
in, and he'll lead off in the Washington 6th.
Shortstop, Wilmer Defoe.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one's in on the hands to
Go right
start
now,
the
fellas,
inning. It's
right
ball
now.
1. Well, for that man right there, only the 1 run allowed. How discouraging is that when you're pitching your heart out and you're just not getting the support?
Well, the good pitchers really don't let it get to them. They know that it cuts both ways. Sometimes you give up 5 runs and your guys score you 8. You just have to focus on holding up your end of the bargain.
The 2-0 on the way. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Well, it's just game 1 of this series, but you almost have to wonder if they forgot to pack their offense when they got on the plane. It's been nowhere to be found so far.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Here it is on 3-1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Full count. Here it comes. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
Well, when you have the kind of fastball he does, you almost don't have to worry about location. I mean, that thing's tough to hit wherever you put it.
Into the box, Trey Turner.
Nope.
The fastball here as he'll take a
Counts
look at
1-0.
ball 1. 1-0.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Plays it first.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
With this base hit right here, he picks up just their 3rd hit through the first 6 innings. Well, now the trick will be to string a few more of these together.
Hey, let's get a 2-ball right here. Come on now. There we got 1 out
now
here.
is Anthony
He's going.
Rendon. And there he goes towards second. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease.
He's going. He's
and now
going.
the runner's trying for third. Pitch inside. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
Normally, when you see a guy steal third base, it's because he got a nice walking lead, really got out there nice and far. But here, he had almost no lead whatsoever when he made his break. Very fortunate to get away with that one.
Looking to keep this a one-run game.
Ball.
No
Yeah.
offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit to first. Napoli's there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score.
And now's where he can't get discouraged out there. He's still pitching well, only down 2-0. Still plenty of time left to turn it around.
Wilson Ramos
Let's go, boys.
bats
Let's
now
go.
and will try to start over with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground out. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up.
Hey, we got 2 down.
And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1.
This guy has been amazing. He's thrown a first pitch strike to around 80% of the batters he faced. And we're in the middle innings now, so you know he's doing well.
The windup and the 0-1.
Ball that
Here's
time.
one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And here's a
One
pitch
ball,
swung on and
2
missed.
strikes.
1-2 now. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Just
Ball
trying
inside.
to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
And this will miss
3-2.
down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And you know, with that fella waiting on deck, if you believe in protection in the batting order, this guy is going to get something to hit right here.
Swing and a little blooper to center.
Yeah,
Here's
you're
the
under
center
it.
fielder.
You got it. You got it. Ball. I got it.
And that's the third out. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. Washington leads this one 2-0. And guys, you can't win if you can't score, so there's probably not a whole lot of debate about who'll take home Topps Player of the Game honors in this one.
Yeah, definitely no debate as far as I'm concerned. He was really in complete control the whole way through. Only really got into trouble a few times, and he winds up with a complete game shutout.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. Washington is victorious in this one, 2-0. Good night from Cleveland.
5 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base.